welcome, beautiful souls, beautiful light beings. Oh, beautiful light being, thank you, thank you. And before I start, I just want to say thank you for your patience and your curiosity for clicked on a video and actually taking a few minutes and hopefully till the end to listen me, because it takes a lot of patience to listen me with my accent and with my grammar for English is not the best. I'm trying to work on it, I promise. So thank you for this beautiful thoughts, because it's a beautiful thoughts for a curiosity for what she wanna talk about or what is in her mind, and shouldn't be nothing in my mind because I don't know, but there's something came up. So I'm going to invite, and you do invite your beautiful angels, archangels, or who you prefer for this beautiful journey, for this half hour or so. I'm planning to express certain feeling or thoughts from I'm having from my heart and mind together with compassion and trying to increase my wisdom. So I call upon beautiful green Tara, Kuan Yin, Archangel Michael for all bring their beautiful, beautiful light, and all the master healers and teachers, all the beautiful energies around us to give us courage, strength, and protections, and cleanse my aura, cleanse my whole beautiful being and your whole beautiful being, for we open to all the new ideas, so seeing things in a new beautiful way and integrate to elevate ourselves to a higher frequency. And so give this beautiful balanced energy with my inner warrior and my inner wisdom and my pure love to express myself. And you do express yourself, when you don't have attachment into it for wanting something back. And I think that's why this video for me is great, because I'm not expecting. I don't even say for click on anything or anything. It's up to you what you do. Whatever you feel like, you might gonna be so caught up on something you forget, and that's okay, So thank you so much for you, for watching me and all the beautiful beings around us, the beautiful energy, because everything is energy. Everything is energy. So thank you again. And so I was journaling, as I journal a lot, but sometimes come to me a different way. And actually, coming many times to me for after I journal, that I just have this poor make a video, and that also, that's okay if you don't post it out now. You can post it out later, or you can post it out now. Whatever the time is going to be right, that's the time. Because it's a divine timing, And actually, with a few things happened, and I don't want to really go into detail, because that's my I look at everything as a field, everything connecting, and I see how every moment is so important, every single moment, and it's just beautiful. It's just beautiful for me. And anyway, I starting with that for most people that don't know me. So, we are actually, every single person, even we realize it or not, oh, my throat chakra is not on my work. I'm getting, and that's when I've been working. So I might not able to do this video. Might be they don't want me. I do this video. I coughed a lot last night actually. During meditation when I was not even talking. And then so I say, okay, they're working with my throat chakra, a vibration or something. I don't know. So I don't have to, I guess, I don't have to be perfect. And yeah, that's my hardest thing, because my whole life I always feel I need to be perfect for somebody like me or want me. And that was the things our whole life, a moment we born is a spiritual journey. Is every single things in our life is a spiritual moment. Every moment is a spiritual moment. And so when we are on a spiritual journey, the most difficult part is our family, because most of us, trying to always please our family, one way or other, I mean, I really was triggering my parents probably. I don't know, I don't remember, and I guess it's not important, because then a divine created that way for don't have a memory for it. I only have stories, but other beautiful people told me, and it's funny to me. I mean, I always said I'm funny, and then but then I don't think so people think funny, or I don't know what they think, because after certain story I say that and then somebody told me, I said they cannot get over it for that was a horrible things, and he just made that is all funny things, and so they're getting very confused. They don't know what to think about. So you see, that's the things when we are on our spiritual journey. Our family are getting very uncomfortable, and then so when we are realizing we are in a spiritual journey, because that's the things, we who in a spiritual journey, we are very confused. First of all, in the beginning, we don't even know what's going on, which is, I mean, personally, so I'm gonna tell my point of view, because everybody is unique and different. No, and I always say this, I'm not saying what to do or what not to do, I'm just telling my story, so maybe you have a different point of view and help you for on your spiritual journey to figure out a best way for you, because what is my best way is not necessarily going to be a best way for you, because I don't know what your aim in your spiritual journey. I mean, I was immediately when I know what was mine, but I don't know I didn't really run into people who would have the same deep feeling for going like that, Anyway, so, when we are on our spiritual journey, we are so confused, because first we didn't realize, and that's been a lot of such story happening with many, many beautiful light beings, human beings, because most of us, and I'm so blessed, I never been on that situation or that shoes or that kind of circumstances, but many beautiful souls got lost because they don't know what happened. Really, they're confused, and of course, our family and co-workers and friends and things are getting very uncomfortable, very confused, because they don't know what's going either. And some someone start using different kind of substance, but taken in a very dangerous, very um, in a different path, but not really going to have or going to be unity, And I'm very blessed. Um, my guidance, my divine, it was just so. I'm blessed. I never experienced. I never have the urge for. Actually, almost like I already know there's some in with this human consciousness, because I lived in with people, beautiful friends when I was in New York City or some other places, and who used certain kind of things, and I just never even want to try it, because somehow now if I know I'm going to like it, and I just see beings for I grown up, and I just see beautiful souls how got lost because they start doing something what was not really a best things to do. So anyway, I'm very blessed. I'm very, very blessed. And some people say I'm so strong. I'm not sure if it's a strongness or not, because, I have my other obstacles, other circumstances that give me challenges. But so I was writing down in my journal for how, our family don't know how to support us, and then we don't know what to do either, and then just we creating so much conflict, because and you and this spiritual path, sometimes you cannot have that. This pull, this gravitation towards it is just so strong. And even I know, no, I meditate on it and things, but no, I'm gonna be quiet and not saying anything. And then something came up and I just cannot hold myself, and I say a word, only one word, and then everything, the other person getting upset with me, and then I stay kind of quiet because I don't want to escalate a situation. And we losing communications, and so anyway, the things is certain people got concerned because I was, I was in my spiritual journey, and then I'm not isolating myself, but I be solitary and doing a lot of silent things, and then I'm blessed because I think I'm thinking that is a blessing for, like, I've been always a lonely wolf. And yeah, it's a blessing because then I always able to, it was a blessing. I didn't realize that time because I was always in my mind, and I didn't realize it's not really a healthy thing, it's just always in your mind. You need to have a whole unity. But my things is I want to say is after certain people who kind of know me and didn't see me for so long, but they never texted me or have any contact with me, but then they find it out for I was in 6 months, I didn't leave my place where I live, or I went to somewhere when they didn't even have running water. and yes, I want to live there, and I don't have any, and then so they're getting concerned and thinking, and so very close people to me, like my son, of course, they're concerned because they don't understand, especially a young man not going to understand because it's just exploring, he's just opening himself for a world. He didn't have any life experience, because the spiritual awakening is going to happen when you have a certain life experience. If you don't have certain life experience, it's not going to happen. I mean, some people born with that, but even Buddha, I mean, he born in a very, he was a son of a king, and he lived in luxury and everything. And then when I don't know, how old he was, but he was already, he felt that he was early 20s or something. He wanna go on some spiritual quest, because one day, he sees certain things, and he start wondering about for death and getting old and sickness and all these kind of things. But before that, he see that he only see beauty and richness and just indulging on everything. And then one day he see the other side, and that's was his experience. I mean, seeing something, whenever see any old person or anything, because his parents make sure he stay in because when he born, it was very unique circumstances and thing, but it's your job to find out the story. So anyway, you have to have some kind of certain experience that really deeply touch you, one way or other, and so of course, I was talking to him, and he was concerned, and other people concerned, and I have to explain to people, because I don't know. That's it. For I always wearing clean clothes every day, change my clothes. I don't stay in my PJ all day long. Usually I didn't wear t-shirt like this just for sleeping, but this is we went over there for vacation, and today I feel like it, for I have that as a nice memory with my son. So anyway, I have to tell them, spell them out for, look, if somebody depressed or have a serious mental issue, the external environment is gonna be chaos too, because whatever happening inside you, that's really happening around you, I mean, but that's why I say I don't having a crisis, because my rant myself, where my temple is, I keep them in maintenance and organize and have things, so I don't fall out from balance. Yes, I have moments when I cry, or but that is happen because I go a step ahead. I'm not in a moment. I'm stepping why I'm stepping 10 feet of mine? Why have 10 steps front of me when I didn't make a first step? And then of course I going to be upset, because nobody know the future, and I cannot dwell on the past. That's dead. Why carry something with me what is dead? Is gonna just think all the time like a fish after 3 days, And that's why I tell a couple of beautiful people who come to me for healing, I say, 3 days, everybody welcome, and after 3 days, a fishes think, and you need to have your aura, your energy body maintenance after, and this very, I think, scientifically proved, I don't know, but you can go and search up for how our aura, because that's actually break down first our energy body, then we getting into a physical body, and then going deeper inside, but I'm not talking about that. I want to talk about for how oh, I lost two things. Because I'm getting sometimes so excited for other things. Anyway, so um, I'm fine. I really not depressed, and I don't have. I just need to go um, through with my spiritual uh, process. What I'm doing, I need to clarify why what I wanna do here, or actually it's not what I, because we came here just radiate out from love. We only come here for love, 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 forgive, love. And so that's in this age is kind of yeah, is a little bit how I say a lessons for really, because people always expecting something, and uh, you know, I don't want to say it, but I said that before. You know, because I was talking to this beautiful soul, and make a comment to me for I shouldn't judge, and I say, listen, it's not a judgment. I just say fact, and if you think I'm judging, is meant you saying something or feeling something in yourself, but you don't know what is that, and this make you uncomfortable, you know. So same thing, like when I started going through, actually I told my son, for I'm not going crazy, I don't know what's going on, but I know I'm going to change, you know. And actually he already feel that, because many years ago he told me, for mom, you need to find yourself. I was crying because my shoes heel is fall off, and he said he know I'm not crying because my shoes heel is broke, and he just say, mom, you need to find yourself. But anyway, so that's the things. So when our family very uncomfortable, because they don't know what's going on, and we don't know what's going on with us. You know, we are confused, we don't, you know, because no clue, it's just you feel something, but you don't know what is that yet, you know. And then they're sensing something and they don't know what's going on, so of course is a lot of triggering gonna go. But then that's the thing, is that's why we need to go always in unity, going to unity, heart center, everything, bring your mind there too, everything. You know, so the ego not going to take you up or very low, you know. Because some people constantly in a yo-yo motion, you know, sometimes so high up they think that they're the best things in the world, you know. And then the after like even 2 hours later, maybe you see them or something, and they're gonna be so depressed or something. And I'm very fortunate, I don't have that much. I mean, I have, of course, uh, I have that, but not because I was using substances, because actually that's what's happening, these yo-yos more often and things. But how I observed in a surrounding, or I see or experience it over my life, or most being, then have this spiritual opening happening, you know. They're confused, and then they don't know what to, and there is no really support for the beginning, because it's not really that much clear sign. So anyway, I'm talking too much, and I don't want to be a long video, but we need to have that patient to ourselves, And I say, you know, if I don't know what's going on with me, the other people definitely not know, so I have to be patient with them, you know. I just, and it's not like you like can be a doormat. You know, it's not, it's just like you need to learn communication. So that's what's happened to me the other day, because somebody very dear person, you know, called me up and asked me for checking up on me because not around this time. And you know, and anyway, you know, he's my son, so anyway, uh, and he feared, you know, I mean, we are close. And I confront him, I'm okay, it's just you know, it's changing, I need to go through it. And I say, you know, I'm gonna be fine, it's just I need to go and work with this, whatever shadow or whatever things I need to forgive, because that's the things we need to forgive for ourselves a lot, a lot, a lot. And that's forgiveness. We have to have this love, and that's love what we create to ourselves, that's going to radiate out everyone. But those love first have to come with patience, you know, to ourselves. And as soon as we have this kind of patience to ourselves, we're gonna have patience to others too, you know. And then gradually, you know, I'm gonna have a forgiveness, and then you're gonna cry it, and you need to cry it out, you know. And somebody make a comment to me, oh, I never cry. I say, maybe you didn't went to that deep down yet, you know, because or you already are enlightenment, so I gonna spend time with you all the time. Because then, you know, something what I would like to use, transform to my use, because that's the things for how I do things is my not gonna work the same way to other person, but the other person can have an idea and transform it a little bit to work with their higher frequency, working on to the higher frequency, because we are not ever somebody above or something. It's just our frequency is different. And so that's why we have conflict, because our, you know, channels didn't, you know, I mean, this frequency and somebody another frequency, we definitely going to have miscommunication. So we need to just, so we need to have a communication. And so that's what's happened. Talking to my son, and then actually, I have to tell you, because I have to tell you this. He pulled over. He's hang up and said, "I call you back." And then he pulled over just to talk to me, because he could not drive and focus on the driving when I have some, you know, we have some kind of miscommunication or something. And that's a living Buddha. You see? I mean, how blessed I am. You see? And I do the same thing. My phone is always on do not disturb when I drive, and I call back when I am able to focus on that person, because everybody deserves that, no matter what. Really. So anyway, and then, so I told him, we talked, and he was silent. And then he said, you know, and he previously said that too, for Mom, I heard you, but I don't know what to say. And that's when I say, wow, the living Buddha, he just give me a lesson, and I solved the lesson. Because that's the thing, is for we need to communicate, and verbally, out loud, because just for acknowledging out loud to the other person and to yourself, for I hear you, but I don't know what to say. First of all, do you say that to the other person? the other person already gonna come down because they're realizing, okay, they hear me, just but they don't understand. So already we making one little step, but then other person saying out this loud, the other person mind registering something, and over time when going to repeat for when communicating to other people, not just one particular, but anyone. That's the things for anyone. You say, I hear you, but I don't understand you. Our mind is so beautiful and our divine, because back then, but we don't know with this human mind, that start working there, and trying to figure out, what is that for not understanding. And so that's a knowledge you getting because they healed for I don't understand, and our mind wanna understand things, But that's other beautiful things. That's why I need to have a awareness, or we need to have a awareness for the ego didn't just take over, So that's why you go into your heart and say, I really care for that person, and let's just I cannot help that person, but just I send a text for a heart for or a whatever something for I just think of you. So because maybe that moment when they receive that things gonna make a big difference and say, okay, somebody think of me, because we don't know how other people and so I try so many times to talk to people, and I talk to with other nice I mean everybody actually everybody is beautiful, because that's how I see them, because even that is not beautiful, it's just I got that challenging moment with that person because I needed to learn something, or the other person need to learn also something. I mean, is always there is nothing, no accident, and that's what I go back, finish that sentence. So that's why I try to tell, like with my son, I always tell him, sweetheart, we born in total different world, You're never going to understand my world because you never experience it, I can relate a little bit, but I still not going to understand how you understand, because that's your nature, For me is not a nature, because my interest is different, I wire differently, when you have so many decades apart, I didn't born into for this technology, so my brain didn't wire, so now I need to train, for my brain using those kind of tools and things, but I'm too sensitive for using that tools. That's gonna be other video, but that's a beautiful things for we need to always knowledge it, not, and that's why I'm stepping always out. So I like to talk to people. I say I'm not blaming things, or I'm not saying I'm right, because I was in a situation too. If ever something happened for some reason, and I trying to look at for what I need to, or why. And actually I'm saying that everything is happened for a higher reason for me, from learn what really. I mean, I said on a video, and I don't want to repeat myself, but when somebody, some situation happen when it's very unpleasant, is the divine trying to wake me up for, look, because must be you didn't do something, or you did something but not you shouldn't, or something, and so yeah, that was you know, for we need to have much compassion to ourselves, because everybody always saying for have compassion, but you know, the compassion is really have to start with us, you know, because we cannot change no one, you know. Not no matter how you love somebody, for my love, they're not gonna change that person, they're not gonna change that person. So I need to have a compassion for myself, for I see and recognize for, okay, I need to change first, and then it's okay if the other person not love me, you know, because it's not my lesson for or not my how I say, not my I don't know, people saying for, oh, I'm here for something, waking up other people or something. I don't know, I don't feel that way for I'm here for waking up, because everybody have their own timing, and it's gonna come naturally. Yeah, I might trigger, but you know, we don't know who trigger and when we trigger. You know, you didn't go, I mean, I didn't go out purposely for, now let's go trigger people or something, um, to wake them up. I don't know, I don't know, I don't now it's gonna be a long video because I lost of track because my mind is in the field, and I'm going to just love and light, because we are just that. But for have this love and light, we really need to see our beautiful light, for how beautiful you are shining. You are beautiful, you are shining so beautiful, and be happy with that, you know. Not we don't need to always be perfect and impress other people, and just like, no, we need to find our harmony, and then everything just gonna come around, you know, really, naturally. That's why I'm saying for, you know, it's naturally going to happen when you have this unity and have this beautiful patient with me for staying here with me this long, and then you might even not know what I was talking about. You know, all time, I don't know, I might delete this video and then make other one, and then hopefully I stay in a line, because even I have my journal here to guide me for staying in. Ah, yeah. Or I might just read out my journal next time, you know, like a bedtime story. You know, I do this sometime for, I have some scriptures or something, and I don't really read a paragraph or something, but I ring my little bell, and I call my kitty and all my uh, beings, and I said, oh, bedtime story. And so I read a couple times. Yeah, I mean, like yesterday I read one, I don't know, it was like two paragraph or something, at least 15 times over. And I mean, like I read them once or twice, and then I sit and just sit. I don't really even think of that, but you know, I just sit. And I was so blessed, because I don't, my mind really didn't wander, and I read them again, and then I played a little bit my beautiful crystals here for, you know, and then again, and I waited it again, and then I read them again, and I waited again, and then, because I like when every word really sink in me, and English is my not my native language, so sometimes I really, I read a sentence 3-4 times, then I say, oh, okay, I know, because every word have a different meaning into it, and oh wow, now it's gonna be a really long video, and I should just stop it right here, because I'm overextending your patience, your kindness. So thank you so much, and hopefully some kind of helpful things, or make you laugh, or make you think, because that's my things. I want you start thinking. I start thinking for communication, and have a knowledge, because that's really that's a really beautiful things, when you have a knowledge in your heart, not just in here. So I love you, beautiful souls. Thank you again, and have a very, very blessed day or night. Bye.